Not yet.
Do you feel one way or the other on it? Usually,
Do I have a feel on
whether
whether
he'll be able to go or not?
No, I don't have a feel.
When did that start to pop up?
Just this morning. Yeah. Nothing serious, but if it's if it's bothering him, then he won't come.
I didn't see Draymond on the injury report. His back checked out okay.
Yeah.
Did you happen to catch any of the? I know you got a lot of other stuff going on. Did you happen to catch any of the scrimmage down in Santa Cruz today?
Yeah.
Any thoughts on that?
No, I didn't watch it. I got a couple of reports, and I heard Roy looked good, and he continues to improve, and conditioning, stamina, all that gets better by the day. So another good day for Clint.
Draymond kind of talked after the last game about like the road show returning around you guys, restaurants, hotels. Are you feeling that again? Just kind of the rise of that?
Yeah, a little bit. There's definitely more energy, around our team and more people at the hotel or outside the bus or whatever. So it's good to be back in that position. But it's you just want to win. You just want to, for reasons that go far beyond that, obviously.
Do you feel any of the hype behind this game in particular?
Not really. Not that I spent a whole lot of time, out on the town today or anything, but regular season game, obviously TNT. I'm sure they're happy with the matchup, and probably get a good audience, and it'll be fun. But it's game number 21.
Coach, Ryan was saying maybe a couple of days ago, yesterday, how he tried to get a job. The son, when you were GM, and he said that he told him, like, look, you're not ready for this right now. You're not ready for this right now. But he said that was the best thing he could hear at that moment. And he said that was a good thing for him. Do you remember that interview that he had back then?
I don't remember many details. That was so long ago. But I've always admired Monty. At the time, I really didn't know him. We had some common friends just from our San Antonio days, though we never crossed paths there. But since that time, I've gotten to know him much better, and so impressed with him and the job he's done here and the way he carries himself. Just a great coach, great person.
And also, Devin was saying how you learned so much from you and Draymond from the USA basketball experience. What did you learn about Devin during that time?
He's a competitor. That's what I loved about him was the fact that he was willing to fly to Tokyo on the heels of a loss in the finals. Losing in the finals is devastating. It's tough to get off the mat, and the fact that he was willing to fly halfway across the world and compete right away again in the Olympics showed a lot about his character and his competitive desire, and he was a huge part of that team. His defense, his versatility, his competitiveness, he was a huge factor for us.
You mentioned the other night that Looney maybe doesn't get the respect or attention that he deserves, and Juan made a point of it at practice the other day too. Why do you think that is, that outsider fans, media, maybe don't notice what Looney's doing out there?
Well, because it's not obvious, what he does. He's not a guy who's going to wow you with his athleticism or shooting or skill or anything. It's more subtle what he does for our team. But we all recognize it because we've been watching it for years, and it's all the detail. It's switching onto guards. It's the boxing out. It's the physicality in the lane, verticality at the rim. Setting screens offensively, always being in the right spot. Moving the ball on, being really, really good as a screener, both on and off the ball. So he knows how to play our style, knows how to play with Steph and Draymond, and that's not easy for anybody to just pick up because it's pretty unique. So the continuity that we have with Loon is really important, and he's been fantastic this year. It's great to see him healthy. You know, he's hasn't missed a practice, much less a game.
Coach, with Draymond at center, I mean, that small ball lineup that you guys have has been running bigs off the court for years, but what kind of challenges does a guy like DeAndre Ayton present for some of those smaller lineups with, you know, his versatility and athleticism, especially kind of like on the perimeter?
Yeah, I mean, his size and strength is a challenge for anybody, you know, let alone a 6'6" center. But Draymond's strength is literally his strength. You know, he's been guarding guys like that his whole career, and finds a way to neutralize them offensively, and then you know, pull them out on the floor defensively and pick and roll. So it's been a good lineup combination for us, to say the least. And you know, sometimes we pay for it, and maybe Ayton will make us pay for it, but it's still something we will go to because of our track record with it.
Do you think there's a chance Andre could be back by Friday?
I doubt it.
What about Damian? Do you expect him to be back by Friday?
I hope so. Yeah. He should be back soon.
The decision to send him to Santa Cruz, did you want to keep him close to home with the newborn?
He needed some work. You know, he hasn't had any work in 5-6 days, so Santa Cruz was a good option.
That it?
All right.
Thank you.
Thanks.